Alright guys, we're back, and I just sprayed this thing off and got plenty of junk out of this channel, or out of the extractor channel. Here's our clean extractor without all that junk on it. So I'm going to grease this up with some high temperature lithium grease and just a light coating, and that'll be it. This is the stuff I use for, I think, every single one of my guns. I just grease up. Grease doesn't burn off like oil does. I'll put a light coating of oil on the outside just to keep surface rust away, and I'll just use rim oil for that. That works fine. And it's a lot easier to put this grease on if you got some kind of a big syringe. If you go to Tractor Supply or some of your farm care or farm supply shops, they might have some of these big syringes where it's a lot easier to get to pinpoint where you're putting your grease at. So and one other thing I wanted to show you guys was when I was really hard. There's my the top of the fore end, and it's really hard for me to get this thing to work. See, when you push it, it's hard to pick up. That bar is supposed to move down to clear this, so I have an idea of what, like, you can see some junk in there, and we're gonna unscrew this. There's the back screw. Make sure you remember which way your screws went, or which location you get your screws from. So this little short one we'll put right there, and the one in front goes. Alright, that one's longer, so we're going to put this one right there. Now, this should just lift. Yep, it just lifts out, and it's having a real hard time getting pushed. So I'm thinking when I push this should be a whole lot easier to move. So trying to see how this whole thing moves. Where's my punch at? So if I move this, alright, so when I punch this moves this rail forward, clearing it. So I'm thinking I might need to adjust these screws. Let's see if we got a flathead on this thing. I'm just using my SOG power lock. And where's the flathead at? There we go. And there it is. Alright, now let's see, we'll adjust these just a bit and see if that gets us anywhere. No? Let's just try getting it nice and loose. That's a little bit better. Alright, I'm not really going to worry about this right now. Let me see if I can figure this out off camera, and I'll do another video on this shortly. But let's go ahead and tighten these things back up to where they were, and we'll worry about that sometime in the future. Right now, let's get this thing all greased up and lubed up, and we'll be on our way. It's kind of hard to do this over a camera. I have much respect for you guys that do this all the time. Alright, so we got this piece, and it goes into this wood sleeve. So it drops in like so, and we'll match our holes up about like that. The long screw went in front, and let's get back to our screwdriver. But it was all that grease and junk that was stopping it, so I'm pretty sure that problem is solved. And that's the main thing I was worried about. I'll worry about that takedown button sometime later. It's our bottom, our small screw went into the bottom of this thing. Oh, make sure it's, there it goes. It's all lined up, and it's in there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a light coat of grease to my extractor. Just a real, and I gotta get this thing going. There it goes. Just a real light coat. Something about like that. And we'll just kind of work it around. Smear it on. A little bit more. And one drop right there, and we'll be good. It's greased up, nowhere near to the degree that it was, but that's it. That's all we need. So I'll go ahead and saw this dude back in here, and it's back in there, and let's try to work it back in and out. 1 second. So it's nice and greased and it's flowing free. Alright. So, push that in, and it's seated. We'll get our small capture screw right there. We'll drop that right there. Get that screwed in. Alright, that's firmly set. And now we'll get this thing put back together. So, pretty much everything in reverse. Put this on this. You lean it up to capture it. It falls in just like that. Then we'll grab, bear with me guys, we're going to grab this piece and it sits right in here. And sort of work this until this clicks. That's it. That's it all together now. So, also, if you're going to be using your brake cleaner to clean this stuff, I recommend you use gloves and glasses, because that stuff comes out with a pretty high velocity. And that's it. So, you guys got any questions, let me know. And bitches, gripes, complaints, leave them below and I'll take care of them. And you guys have a good one. Thanks.